Welcome to day 69 of our BitClout journey. We're all packed and ready to head to Miami for the Clout and Cocktails event tomorrow evening. We're really excited. We get to meet so many great people in BitClout. We're a little disappointed that everybody on BitClout can't be there, but we're going to try and document it, take some pictures, maybe some videos, and post them up on our BitClout account. It's going to be really fun, and we're really excited for that. But before we head off to Miami, we're going to do this day in BitClout. We've been on the platform for 69 days already. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, it seems like it's been a long time, but in another sense, it seems like it went really quick. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like if I think back to the beginning of BitClout, it seems like it was like 2 years ago. But it also seems like we've only been doing this for a few days. So I don't know. It's really weird how I think BitClout time doesn't follow the normal time of our universe. So anyhow, the major news today in BitClout, I don't know if you can call it major, but it's really cool news that I think is going to help a lot of people not get scammed, is the idea of locking up your creator coins. You want to talk a little bit more about that, Brian?
Yeah, I know we've been kind of pushing for this for probably about 6 weeks now, where we suggested that a creator who owns their own coin. So for example, we own like 21 of our own coin. What if we could implement some kind of smart contract, which would allow us to say, hey, we're going to lock these coins for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years or 2 months. And we could do this and it would let everybody know that these coins are actually locked and we cannot take them out for a certain amount of time. Now, one of the main issues is that there's been rug pulls and the creators basically pull the rug, sell their own coin, run away with the money and leave everybody, all their coin holders, just on a whim. Now, last night, Arts, I'm sure you all know Arts, Andy Arts, he made a post asking people for suggestions on what could be done to prevent rug pulls. And none other than Maybeam, one of the developers for BitClout Core, replied and said, lock those tokens up, and then a wink. So she didn't directly say that token locking was coming, but she certainly implied it to Art's post.
Yeah, and I think it will go a long way in helping prevent the rug pulls on the platform, because people buy a bunch of their own coin and then get the value go up, and then they just sell and they make off with, in some cases, thousands of dollars in BitClout. So I love the idea. I think, say I'm gonna lock these coins for 6 months or a year or however long. I think it's gonna go a long way to help prevent some of the scams that are taking place on the platform. You also suggested something else this morning along the same line.
Yeah. So before I get to what the other idea I suggested, I do want to talk about maybe what some of the negatives of the ability to lock one's coin might be. And of course, this is going to be an option, I hope. So not everybody's going to have to lock their own creator coin.
Yeah.
But one thing that some developers brought up is that doing this would decrease the amount of BitClout supply in the market, and it would likely slow up the buys and sells. Since the supply will be dried up because you're locking all these coins, it might slow up the amount of activity on the platform because there's only a certain amount of BitClout to go around. And when you start locking creator coins, you're actually locking BitClout.
And yeah, but aren't you it's just to allow you to lock your own coins, the ones you own of yourself. Am I correct?
Yeah, so technically you probably
are these people really going to be selling their coin anyway unless they're a scammer?
That's the point that I brought up, and I think that's right. Now, this other thing that I was going to suggest is the ability for people who own coins in you, so your coin holders, to stake their coins. So right now, if somebody buys your coin, they might pay a 10% founder reward. So they buy $1,000 in your coin, they're going to pay $100 of that will go to you, the creator. Now that other 900 is theirs and they can cash it out whenever they want. They can cash it out right away. It will be pretty dumb because they lose money, but whenever they want. Now, what if there was a staking, I guess, option where a coin holder and, well, the creator would have to implement this and allow this, but say they have a 10% founder fee, they could say, hey, if you lock your coin for 1 year, we'll give you back 8% of that founder fee after that year. So you're actually earning that 8% back in interest to promise not to sell that coin. Now, this is where the supply could dry up. Now, that's a negative about that. But at the same time, it allows coin holders of creators who they really believe in and feel will be around for a long time to actually earn that founder fee back, or at least a portion of it, as interest. So say you're earning 8% interest on your coins. That's a pretty good interest, plus whatever it appreciates.
No, I don't understand. You're saying that it's going to dry up the supply. So the supply of what? BitClout or just of creator coins?
BitClout. So say I had $10,000 distributed over 10 different creator coins, right? And I decided I want to lock all that up by doing a staking thing.
Okay.
Now, that's $10,000 in BitClout I don't have that I can pull out and use for buying and selling others. So the money supply is going to dry up, and there won't be as much interaction.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point, but I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. If you could,
Yeah, and
I think it would be kind of like you'd have to see what happens.
Yeah, and I want to make it clear that this staking principle is not something that anybody said is happening. It's just an idea that I had, and some other developers had, and I think it's something that could happen or could give people more incentive to hold coins. But it does appear that creators are going to have the option to lock their own
coin.
If you read between the lines.
Yeah, so it appears that creators are going to be able to lock their own coins, and by lock we say, I'm not selling X amount of my own coins for a certain amount of time. That's what may be kind of hinted at, and that's what we all are assuming is going to come pretty soon. Other than that, we're just speculating.
Yeah, and let's just quickly move to Miami. Miami, 4 p.m. tomorrow at Naomi's Garden, Thursday, July 3rd. June 3rd, sorry, I'm getting a month ahead of ourselves. It's at Naomi's Garden. It's going to be awesome. I think there's like almost 200 people, or maybe even more than 200 people have RSVP'd. Craig's going to be there. Arts is going to be there. Jake Udell is going to be there. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. A lot of the big names and a lot of the faces you recognize.
Pamela Anderson won't be there.
Unfortunately, Pamela Anderson won't be there.
I invited her, but she said she had some other things to do.
She turned that down, I guess. But it's going to be awesome because I think we're going to be able to network. We're going to talk about the future of the platform, and I think we'll try and document it, like Ed said earlier.
All right, I think that's a good place to end day 69 of our BitClout journey. Actually, our day's not really ending, just a video documenting day 69 of our BitClout journey is going to end. We're still going to be awake and clouding all day long, so be sure to follow us on BitClout. And other than that, just have a good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow on day 70. Maybe we'll be driving in the car. I don't know. All right, see you later.